'Tis the season for tech reviewers to publish their top 5 or top 10 choices of 2019. Now, I admit I'm going to do something very similar for this video, only I need to put a spin on it because, as most of you know, hi-fi is subjective in nature. It's very difficult to pick an objective, best in category that everybody is going to agree on. And that's because a lot of what we experience is prone to variables like the room that we're in, the kind of media that we listen to, and of course, personal taste. So what I'm going to do is the next best thing. I'm going to select products that I reviewed at zero fidelity that I feel not only offer a good value for the money, but offer excellent all-around performance, something that's just easy for me to recommend. And then I want to focus on products that are beneath $1,000 per component because I want to make sure that this gear is stuff that most of you all can afford. Now, the only compromise here is I'm only going to focus on products that I reviewed at zero fidelity, but if you're okay with that, let's move on to celebrating some awesome hi-fi gear. Okay, so first up we have the Klipsch R51M. These speakers may be the ideal match for somebody who wants an affordable, compact solution. In terms of performance, the R51Ms offer big sound from a small speaker. The character is lively, it's clear, it's dynamic, yet there's also a hint of warmth within the mid-range and the bass. Add this all up and you get a colorful presentation that's pretty easy to enjoy across a wide variety of music. The R51Ms are also very easy speakers to work with. You can put them up against corners, you can use them in a near field, you could even use them in more of a traditional hi-fi setup. They're also very easygoing when it comes to equipment matching, so feel free to use an inexpensive AVR if that's all you have. Of course, when you use better gear like say the Vista Audio Spark, that's when you can achieve better sound, but it's not critical to enjoying them. Of course, the R51Ms aren't without their faults. They're small speakers, so don't expect them to play at rock concert volumes, and let's face it, there's also plenty of other great options out there for this kind of money. Thankfully, Klipsch is well distributed, so it shouldn't be too hard to find a dealer that offers a reasonable trial period. Now let's talk about price. The R51Ms retail for $289 a pair, but let's face it, they're frequently sold for $219 a pair, and if you're lucky, you may be able to score them for as low as $145, which at that point, I mean, that's just a crazy value. Okay, so up next is the Triangle BRO3 bookshelf loudspeaker. So this one took me completely by surprise. In a market that's saturated with great options from many larger manufacturers, Triangle came along and delivered a knockout with this design. What you're getting is a bookshelf speaker that offers exceptional all-around performance. I also think the voicing is perfect for the average music enthusiast. The treble is airy yet smooth, which gives this speaker more of a forgiving nature, which in turn allows you to enjoy real-world recordings. Yet it doesn't sound dull thanks to mid-range that sounds full, punchy, and exciting. The bass is going to be very strong for a speaker this size. I mean, no, it's not going to have the kind of precision that a lot of higher-end speakers would have, but I think this is a compromise that most people would be willing to live with. The imaging is fantastic, and overall, what you're getting is a speaker that's easy to work with. You won't need to spend hours trying to find the best spot for them in your room, nor are you going to have to spend tons of money on components just to get them to sound good. But don't get me wrong, if you have better components, then you will get better sound out of these speakers. Of course, they're not going to be perfect. They're not going to have the sharp treble or super quick bass that some people prefer, and product availability is also an issue. Triangle sold out of the BRO3 shortly after my review went live, and it's going to be another month until they're restocked. Hopefully this won't be an issue with them from 2020 onwards. Otherwise, for $550, I think these speakers are incredibly easy to recommend. Okay, so rounding out the list is the Iota VX SA3 integrated amplifier. Now this product was supposed to represent the reemergence of the Nakamichi brand. In fact, it was designed by engineers at Harman International. Now it's sold under the Iota VX name, and what you're getting is an integrated amplifier that offers solid features, great build quality, and fantastic all-around performance. Speaking of performance, the thing is this. Most integrated amps at this price have a very distinct sound. Marantz and NAD, for example, take on a V-curve with tilted up treble and bass. Cambridge and Denon tend to have a very strong yet rough sound at this price. What Iota VX gives you is balance, enabling it to pair well with a wide variety of speakers. It's also a very engaging amp to listen to, and the combination of these traits makes for a very easy recommendation. Of course, it's not going to be perfect. Apparently, the optional Bluetooth module doesn't fit very well on this integrated amp. The power is good, but it's not going to be enough to satisfy people who like to listen at very loud volumes. The workaround to that, however, is that if you drop another $300, you can attach the separate Iota VX amp to it, and then there you go, you can double your power. Now, Iota VX is a consumer direct brand, meaning that you won't be able to try it first before you buy it. However, I think for $550, most people will likely enjoy the jack of all trades performance that this integrated amp has to offer. Alright guys, so after having reviewed over 40 products this year, those are going to be my top 3 choices for 2019. Now to be clear, there are tons of exceptional products out there for the money, so if there's something that you really like that you didn't see mentioned in this video, feel free to leave a comment below and to share your top list with the rest of us. Anyways, I think we can all agree that this is a great time to be an audio enthusiast because there are so many really good components out there to where you don't have to pay a lot of money to get exceptional sound. And I think it's awesome. Yes, it's very difficult to audition to stuff before you buy it, but because so many retailers and manufacturers are offering generous trial periods, the only thing it's really going to cost you if you don't like it is return shipping, which I think is a very small price to pay to get some valuable experience. Anyways, guys, that's going to be it for this video. As always, I thank you for checking in, and until next time, peace.